Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kelly and this is the Diva Den. And thank you for stopping by. If this is your first time coming, I hope you enjoy yourself and maybe take a browse around my channels, check out some other videos that I've done, and hopefully think about staying around and maybe even subscribing if you see something that you like. So today is part 2 of the office makeover in my husband's home office. Last week I posted our purge and our cleaning of this office, and so this week I want to show you what we did with the unit that we got from his parents' house, how I made it over, and how we've organized it now, and I hope that you enjoy it. We're really happy with it. We love it. It looks really good in the space and it functions really well for him. So we're really pleased with it. Last week what we did was we took out a piece of a wall unit that was in this office that he was using to store his stuff, but it just wasn't working. It was a big piece. The room is really nice. It's at the front of the house. It gets a lot of light. It's not a big space, so this piece was taking up a lot of real estate in here. Plus it had just become a dumping ground for all kinds of stuff, and it wasn't functioning the way, you know, we needed it to function. So I convinced my husband to let me help. Now you're probably saying, what do you mean? Convinced him to let you help? Well, this is his office. He likes to organize it his way. A lot of times I come in here and he just shoos me out and says, no, things are the way he needs it to be. He likes it this way. So I respect that, and I don't try to push anything on him. If it works for him, that's what's important. That's one of the rules I like for organizing, is you have to know your audience. Not everybody organizes the way that I do. So I liked, when the kids were little, my husband, I like to get them involved because it has to work for them. I can organize it the way I want to use it, but it may not work for them. So I try to get them involved as much as I can because everybody's different. So in this case, he did agree to let me help, and we got a new piece for the office to replace the old credenza so it could hold some stuff for him. And I think you're really going to like it. We love it. So I'm going to show you the before and what we did to make it over, and then I'll show you the after. Okay, here's the piece that is going to go into my husband's office, and this is what I'm going to redo. It's a really good credenza. It's not that high, but it's got good bones, and it's actually got a really nice interior. There is a shelf, which is behind it right now. So there is a shelf on it. And I think this is going to look much better than that tall thing that's in there. So I am going to give it a quick coat of chalk paint and change it up a little bit, and we'll bring it into his office when it's all done. Before I paint it, I'm going to give it a really good wipe down because it's been sitting in his dad's house for quite a while, not being used, so it's quite dusty, and it's been out in our garage. Excuse the mess behind me, don't pay any attention. I'm out of my garage, and it's been out in our garage for quite a while, so it's really quite dusty and dirty. So before I do anything, I'm going to give it a really good wipe down, and what I'm going to use is this TSP, and it's a really good cleaner that you mix in with water. And it really helps for projects, cutting grease and grime and prepping surfaces for painting. So I'm going to give that, I'm going to put some of that in a bucket with some warm water and give this a really good wipe.
Walking down the shore, diving head first down to the ocean floor. Your dark brown eyes reflect fireflies, slipping bright.
a cool little tip for you. Use some painter's tape on the back of your item and mark where you need to drill the holes. Then put the tape on either the wall or in this case on the door of the unit. And then you can drill right through the tape and take it off, and you've got the holes lined up perfectly.
Stay up for the summers, make a wish.
So here it is. Here's the piece all finished. It's in its new home here in the office and it looks great. I love the new hardware we put on it, the new handles, they look fantastic, and I'm really liking the exposed hinges on the side. I think it gives it a really cool industrial feel and a more masculine look for him. And that's what we were going for. And it fits in perfectly in the space where he had that old piece. So we're really happy with it. Now I'll show you inside. So on the inside, I decided to keep the wood. I think I had mentioned that I had thought about maybe doing something creative on the inside. I didn't want to paint it dark because I didn't want this to become a big black hole where he couldn't find anything. But as I got painting it with this beautiful chalk paint in like a charcoal color, I loved the way the wood played off this color. And it gave it a much more masculine feel. And he really, really liked it. So we kept it wood. I didn't change the inside. So in here, I really didn't do much because it was all purged and he got rid of a lot of stuff, which was great. And I didn't use any fancy baskets. No fancy labeling, no fancy file folders or anything, because he just said no, keep it simple. He likes the way this is, so that's what I did. So there's no fancy boxes, no fancy labels or anything. It's just the way he likes it. But on the top shelf, I put his different file folder sizes. He has the letter and he has the legal size. And then on the bottom shelf, he already had this little white, I don't know if you can see it, this little white container, and it just holds a bunch of knick-knack stuff that he needs. Elastics, extra paper clips, extra staples, that kind of thing. I divided up his vertical file folder, put half on his desk and half in here, and this holds his printer paper and some other stuff that he likes in here. This I used to have on my kitchen counter, but then I didn't like it on there anymore. It was just too big. So what I did was I took out his envelopes out of all their old boxes and put them in here, along with some notebooks that he has and he needs. And I just placed it here so he can get to everything really easily. And then the rest is just books and programs and things that he needs on a daily basis. And that's it. I mean, we took that big unit and pared it down to this. I think he did a really good job and I'm very proud of him. Now on the top of the unit, we put this old typewriter that's from his parents' place. And this is actually the piece that started the whole project. I saw this in his parents' basement and I said, oh my gosh, that would look so cool in your office. And he didn't believe me. And this is actually what started it, and he loves it. I just cleaned it up and we love it. So it's pretty cool. And then just a clock that he had from a job, and just some business card holders, and that's it. And it really looks neat. But I love this. I love this on here. I think this is so cool. And then above the unit, all I did was put one of his certificates. I just moved it from another part of the room and placed it over here. I was going to put up some shelves, but he didn't want shelves. He said he wouldn't use them. They would look too cluttered. So we just moved this certificate from another part of the room where it didn't really make any sense, and I think it looks really good. And this is what he wanted, so I'm really happy with it. That's it for this makeover. I'm really thrilled with the way the whole thing turned out. He loves the new filing system in here. We purged a bunch of stuff, which feels really good. And his desk is set up the way he likes it. He has his little organizer there with what he needs on a daily basis, so he likes that. And it just gives a nice vibe in here. It's refreshing. It's nice to have the open space where the old unit used to be, so we're really happy with the way everything turned out. So I hope you enjoyed this video on reorganizing my husband's office. And if you did, I hope you'll give it a thumbs up and maybe even share it with somebody that you think might benefit or is thinking of reorganizing an office and doesn't know where to start. We didn't know where to start either, but this is what we got. And yeah, so share away. I'd love that. And if you're new here and enjoyed the video, maybe even think about subscribing before you exit on out. I'd love to have you join me each week. So until next time, guys, I hope that you have a fabulous week. Bye, you guys.